LangChain is great framework for building AI apps using LLMs. In this video, we'll take a look at LangChain components. We cover how to build a simple LLM app with LangChain from scratch. LangChain helps you create every stage of the LLM app lifecycle. It provides integrations with the major LLM providers, commercial OpenAI, Anthropic, Google and more, and open source Llama, Gemma and others. This makes it very easy to try out new LLMs. LangChain also lets you leverage prompts template abstractions. This allows you to reuse prompts multiple times. Awesome, right? Moreover, for RAG, you can use the major embedding models, vector stores, and vector indexes with LangChain. Do you wanna build apps with AI agents? LangChain allows you to utilize agent abstractions. So, you can combine chain of thought technique and tool calling. In short, LangChain comes with great components for you to build AI applications. In this video, I'll show you how to build a simple app with LangChain. To do this, let's start with the setup. First, we're gonna open our VS Code and then create our virtual environment with Conda. To do this, let's write Conda create dash and LangChain. Let me press enter. I have created it before. Our virtual environment is ready. What we're gonna do now is activate it. Let's say Conda activate LangChain. Here you go. You can see the name of the virtual environment. It's simple, right? Let's go ahead and install the necessary libraries. To do this, we're gonna create a requirement file here. Let me click here and then give this file a name. We're gonna write requirements.txt. Okay, our file is ready. What we're gonna do now is set the libraries we'll use. First, we're gonna write LangChain, and then to work with the OpenAI API key, we're gonna set the LangChain OpenAI library. Lastly, to import our API keys, let me set the python -env. What we're gonna do now is install these libraries. To do this, let's say pip install -r requirements.txt. Let me press enter. Yeah, it's done. Okay, our setup is ready. Let's go ahead and create a notebook file to write our codes. Let me click here and then give a name. Let's say demo.ipynb. Okay, our file is ready. After that, let's select our kernel. Let me press here and then click here, press over there and click on our virtual environment. That's it. Let's go ahead and start coding now. What we're gonna do now is create a file for our OpenAI API key. To do this, click over here and then give a name. Let's say .env. After that, let's set our OpenAI API key. OpenAI API key. Here, you write your API key. You can get your OpenAI API key from the OpenAI website. I'm gonna set my API key here. What we're gonna do now is import this API key. To do this, we can use the load.env function. First, let's import this function. From .env import load.env. And then we're gonna use this function load.env. That's it. Our API key is ready to use. LangChain provides two simple interfaces to work with any LLM API provider. These are chat models and LLMs. Under the hood, the LLM interface simply gets a strict prompt as input, sends the input to the model provider. After that, returns the model prediction as output. To invoke a model prediction, first let's import the chat OpenAI class. From LangChain OpenAI chat models import chat OpenAI. Next, Let's set the model we'll use. Model equals chat OpenAI. Let's set our model. Model equals, you can use any GPT model. To see the GPT models, you can take a look at the OpenAI website. Here, you can explore OpenAI models. I'm gonna use the GPT 3.5 Turbo model. GPT 3.5 Turbo. The last thing we're gonna do is call the invoke method. Response equals model invoke. After that, let's pass the text. The sky is. Let's take a look at the output using the print method. Print response dot content. Let me run this cell. Here you go. Our model worked and returned the response. Simple, right? You can also use the chat models for back and forth conversations between the user and the model. To do this, you can leverage roles. The system role is used for instructions. This allows the model to answer a user question. The user role is used for the user's query. On the other hand, the assistant role is used for content generated by the model. Let me show this. We're gonna import the chat OpenAI from LangChain OpenAI .chat models import chat OpenAI. To set the human message, let's import the human message class from LangChain core messages import human message. Next, let's start our model. Model equals chat OpenAI. And then let's create our prompt. Prompt equals, let's set human message. Let's pass the text. What is the capital of France? To get the output, let's call the invoke method. Response equals model invoke. Let's pass the prompt. Lastly, let me write the print method to see the output. Print. Let's pass response content. Let's run this cell. Here you go. You can see the output Paris. You can also add a system message. To do this, we're gonna import the system message class. To show this, let me copy these codes and paste them here. After that, we're gonna add the system message class. System message. We wanna use the same model. What we're gonna do now is set the system message. System message equals system message. Let's write, you are a helpful assistant that responds to questions with 3 exclamation marks. Okay, we wanna leverage same the human message. Let me write human message. Lastly, we're gonna pass our system message to the invoke method. System message human message. Let me run this cell. Here you go. You can see the output with 3 exclamation marks. Awesome, right? As you know, prompts help the model understand the context and generate answers to queries. Although the prompt looks like a simple string, you can set it to create prompts with dynamic inputs. The good news is that LangChain provides prompt template interfaces. To show this, let's first import the prompt template class from LangChain core prompts import chat prompt template. We're gonna set the system template. system template equals, let's our text translate the following from English into. Here we're gonna leverage the language variable. To do this, we're gonna use curly brackets. Language. Now we can set the chat prompt template. Let's say prompt template equals chat prompt template from messages. Here we're gonna set two variables, the system and user roles. System, let's pass system template user. For the user role we can use the text variable, curly brackets, let's pass text. That's it, our prompt template is ready. Note that chat prompt template allows you to write multiple message roles in the single template. We set the language parameter into the system message and the user text into a user message. You can pass this prompt template to a dictionary. Let me show this. Prompt equals prompt template dot, let's call the invoke method, language, let's pass, let's say Turkish. For the text variable, let's pass hi. Let's take a look at the prompt. We got an error, name text is not defined. To fix that, we're gonna set quotation marks here. Okay, let's run this cell again. There you go. Here you can see it returns a chat prompt value that consists of two messages, system message and human message. You can also access the message directly. To do this, prompt to messages. Let me run this cell. There you go. Here you can see the system and human messages. Let's go ahead and pass our prompt to the model and run the chat model. To do this, let's write response equals model. Let's pass the invoke method. Let's set the our prompt. To see the output, let's use the print method. Print response dot content. Let me run this cell. There you go. Our model worked and returned the output. Merhaba. Yeah, that's it. In this video, we covered how to build a simple LLM app using LangChain. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video and leave a comment. See you in the next video. Bye for now.